a short review of Graf skates. This one is G755. It comes in a box, plastic like this. Let me see. So, why I bought them? Because I believe they are better than many other skates. This is G755 Pro. Okay, why do I believe they're better? Well, first of all, I had before CCM and Bauer holders. And those holders, they're like plastic. And if I make sudden turns, that place was bending. I could feel it's bending. Because when I was young, I was skating on tubes. If I skate with the same way as on tubes, metal tubes, I could feel it was bending. So, but this one, it doesn't have that big round circle and empty inside. This, to me, this is a better construction. It has 1, 2, and 3, so it cannot easily bend. Like if I push in the middle, it cannot bend as the other one. I had Bauer and CCM. My skates were Bauer, but I was feeling like it's bending at some turn, when you turn quickly. So I changed to CCM, I didn't like it. So I believe this is better construction. Has 2 in the back and 1 on the front. Another thing is, I went to store, before buying this, I went to store, it's called Hockey Monkey, and then Monkey Sport. Basically, they have mostly hockey, but they have lacrosse and something else. But a lot of them, for hockey, they have boots, and I was pushing this one like this. They're so stiff. For me, I cannot really accept that, because before I had Bauer, but those Bauer were like 15 years ago or more, 17, I would say 17 years ago. Those Bauer had like fabric on the front, and they were not stiff as today's skate. So the guy told me, for the last 8 years, all skates became stiff. So this one is not as stiff. I can still push. It is stiff, but I would say this is kind of within normal, that I can accept. I cannot accept super stiff boots. It's just, for me, when I was young, I didn't have stiff boots. I had leather with some plastic inside. They're kind of like professional, some European brand, I believe from Denmark. I got used the skates, but they were professional. They were kind of like Graf 727. It has like additional cover that you have first laces here, and then you can have laces on the top, like a short one. So they were stiffer than normal that you buy from the store, but this is, I think, more stiff. But this is kind of within traditional stiffness. It's not for today's stiff. I don't need more stiff. I don't really like super stiff to the point it's not this would bend. To me, this would bend. So this one I can bend at least by hands. Many today's skates you cannot bend. The second, another thing, not second, but another thing. These skates, you see the surface, it's kind of leather, but it's not leather. I think it's microfiber or something. If you skate outside, suppose in Canada or Europe, this would be warmer than plastic skates of today or carbon fiber. Yeah, carbon fiber is strong, but it's gonna be cold. If you go to Canada, minus 25 degrees, most of those modern skates that look like plastic or carbon fiber, they would be cold to skate. This one to me is better. With this one, I could skate outside. Suppose in Switzerland, they have some rinks. They have like mountains and people use for skis and for skates. So I could take, suppose these skates to Switzerland, that open rink, natural ice, and I believe this would be warmer than those skates, which is today the CCM Bauer, because they stopped using this kind of, that look like leather. This is microfiber or leather. Now, another thing is, this is because my foot is white. I got this one. This one, 11 white. Like 703, they don't make white. Some Grafs, they don't make white. So that was another reason I got this one. And they say for Pro, 755 Pro, this stitching, reinforced stitching, this stitching is supposed to be stronger than normal. Just normal, because Graf have models, those classic models look like some of them don't have reinforced stitching. It's just like standard stitching. This is reinforced. That's probably why they call it Pro. Otherwise, to me, most models of Graf can be called Pro because they're not like soft skates of all time. Most of them kind of stiff. To me, Pro means if somebody use stick and hit your foot, if you don't feel, to me that's Pro, based on my old thinking. But if you buy those skates that don't have that plastic, only leather, if somebody hit your foot, if you feel it, to me that's not Pro. That's how my brain works from the past. So before I had, when I was a kid, I had just the leather one, and then I had leather with plastic that you can hit, I don't feel anything. So to me that was Pro. And I could call many Graf, even 703 or 707 or 709, any models they have, I could call Pro if they have plastic beside leather, synthetic leather, or beside like this one, I guess microfiber or some. To me that's a kind of man-made leather. Another point, I like this, overseas they call tone, here they might call guard, back guard. When you have this got narrow at this place, narrow on the bottom, then you can bend. You see, you can bend. But some old, I think, like say 709, they don't have that. They goes like that. It goes like that. You cannot bend. Only like if it's like narrow here, you can bend. So this one I can bend. Another thing about these skates, you can bake. Some models of Graf might say it just like a normal classic, but some might say you can bake. So this would be skates you can bake. It means you put in a special oven and you try to make for your food. I actually need to change. I like to make wider. I need to push from the top. If I push from the top down, it becomes wider. So my foot is not so up, but wider, kind of down wider. Another good thing I like is this is made in Canada. This Graf is not made in China, because some of those skate companies they make in China or God knows where. This is Canadian, made in Canada. Here. It says it's a red color, made in Canadian flag. I think on the box it says made in Canada. I had actually I have this is Graf insoles, kind of fancy, to me fancy. And it has like a plastic thing here, which is, I think it's good, because if you push your foot forward, sometimes maybe they're not good for that. Maybe the plastic piece is holding so it doesn't roll. I would say this sole is strong. It's not like that white plastic or some kind of, I think this is stronger sole. The only thing I would like to have, I need to put more screws. When it comes from the factory, they put 4, but I want to make like this copper. No, it's not copper, but sometimes you can find copper. I want to put couple here, couple there, one here, one there. So that's optional. You need to give to SketchUp. They need to drill. I like personally copper because copper doesn't rust. Any other ones they could rust. I don't really like only 4 on the back. I like all 6. And I like 4 on each side, because right now in the middle nothing, so I don't like that. I need to take to the shop. This is new skates. I got this from Canada, so it's made in Canada. If you look at the website, it says it's only for America, but in reality you cannot buy in America. Most stores don't sell them. Pure Hockey, Hockey Monkey, any store around you cannot find Graf. They don't sell any Grafs. So the only Graf I could find is in Michigan. They have a store, it's called Hockey Services. And second place, you can search in Canada, Canadian stores. And also they have on Canadian, American or Canadian eBay. On eBay, you can find the prices in Canadian dollars, and it tells you how much American dollars. So if you buy, they ship from Canada. This one came from Canada. It has like a certain sticker. They don't even put in separate box. They put the sticker on the original box, and it goes to me. So this box right now has a sticker with my address. Because I broke one, but when skates come new, it has like a strip, like a plastic strip. What else can I say? Something about the back. They had special back to make more comfortable, because people have foot like that. They don't want to make stride. It's kind of like better fit. I did try. I do like it, but I feel I need to bake and make a little bit this piece, because it's like sticking out. This piece I wanna push. Well, after baking I wanna push. So make more down. That's what I want. What else I can say? One thing I kind of don't like about present skates, this is not a normal steel 3 millimeters. It's a little less. Like long time ago they were using 3 millimeters, and right now this is like Bauer. It's a little less. But I like this holders better. And this still some kind of, I guess, aircraft quality. It's a certain high quality steel. It's used for aircraft. So I believe it should be good. I might change the profile to some other ones. I don't really like this shape. I like to go with the old style. Maybe make more round on the back, and front maybe a little different, more going up, more like this holder. I might change like more like holder. Kind of make it kind of like old style. So that's all I can say. It has also the what they call tan or guard. It has like in the middle. I won't say it is plastic piece, but it's some kind of extra. It's like you see in the middle. It's some kind of extra softness, because sometimes some people hit by stick. If you have just the front tan without that additional piece in the middle, it might be too much pain. But if you have that additional, it helps. So this has, but I don't think it's plastic. Sometimes you put people like some skates, they have a piece of plastic, but this has additional thickness sometimes. But it's very thick. This is very thick material, and inside is like quite strong. What else? I did say about white. I guess this is white. But some people say Graf is for white feet. I wouldn't really say. This white, but I had Bauer. I think double E Bauer is wider a little wider than this one. My opinion. This skate is pretty good. I like it. If you wanna change blades, you can change on the back. It's not really like Bauer, and it's not like CCM. But basically you do this. What else can I say? Well, this is size 11. Size 11 is like 12 Nike. So if I like for Nike 12, this 11. So Graf 11 is it's the same as 10.5 of Bauer. So if you're planning to buy Graf after Bauer, expect 0.5 more. That's how I look. because my skates were like more room for the same size, or I need to have 10.5, like to have this, to have 11. That's all I can say. I actually like it. I think I'm gonna keep for a long time. I might buy later 727, G727. It's kind of old style, but I like to have, I mean, if I'm doing cotton, and if it's very often, sometimes you need to wash them. Some people wash with, what they call it, the you buy from the drugstore. It's not alcohol, but it's a different solution to kill bacteria. Now I think peroxide or something like that. So if I'm using peroxide and I wash, this should dry. So I need a second pair just for the washing time. But I think the second I like maybe, I don't want the same. I like maybe 727. My other choice. I like 709. They're a little bit deeper, but I don't like the big garden 709. It goes like this way, and I know if it goes like this way, it would be very hard to pull back. Anyway, for now I have this. I'm happy with this. And I just need to have more, those couple of things on the bottom, and I need to bake them. I could skate like this, but I just want a little bit to improve. That's all I can say. Again, skates, Graf, comes in the box. This is the box. They sent me from Canada. I paid dollars, but it says convert to Canada, so I had to convert to Canadian dollars. And that's it. Canadian. I don't know I know it wasn't Canadian dollars. The distribution, some kind of New York. Basically, Canada, New York, and I'm in California. So they came to California. But in Europe, you won't see this model because on Graf site it says only in America. But I believe you can buy, you can maybe ask friend to buy and ship it or bring it. That's all I can say. Have a good time. Skate, but don't hurt yourself.